There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Griper here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I lied. And it wasn't on purpose. So what had happened was I said that I was going to do a power ranking top 10, like the monthly one that I'm trying to do every month, just to, I don't know, incite some kind of debate. And it felt as though that there wasn't going to be much of a change in the top 10. Like, you know, one or two tunes here, but you know, not a whole lot of like discussion. And so what I was gonna do was tag on top 5 healers on the back end of it and go over their kits a little bit more while they're in the top 5. But what had happened was a lot of things have changed in PvP based on one hero, a god, some might call him. And so the list shifted a lot. And I feel like I'm gonna have to explain the shifts in the list a bit. And I can't make this video, I don't want to make this video an hour-long video. I can't imagine. Some people say they like, I can't imagine you guys want to hear me talking for like 45 minutes straight. Like, I don't think so. So in order to keep this video shorter, I'm going to go ahead and do the power rankings, and then I'm going to drop the top 5 healers later on this week. It might even be part of a double upload or something. But, oh yeah, say hi, Olympia. She refuses to leave me alone right now. And I'm saying that as if I don't constantly like spoil her or whatever. I'm the big dog guy, right? I'm the guy who likes big dogs. She has not left my lap, I don't know, in 2 weeks. So apparently I just like dogs. All right, so in any case, so then I'll drop the top 5 another time, just so I'm not sitting here for like an hour and a half talking about rankings and 2 different categories and whatnot. So without further ado, oh wait, with one more ado. Is that how you say it? Without further ado, but I have one more ado, and then we continue. So if I have a further ado, and then after I do the one more ado, then without further ado, right? So with one more ado, I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Marvel Future Revolution videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Raid Shadow Legends videos weekly. So please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Now, without further ado, number 10, and remember guys, this isn't like a end all be all. This is subjective. This is based a little bit on my style, well, a lot of bit on my style play or my play style. But so some things have shifted. Number 10 on my list now is Huntress. Huntress because, oh, one more thing before we get into this. Usually on these lists, I say that I'm not going to add the rework tunes or the new tunes because you don't have enough time to evaluate them by the time I do out this list. Like, it's been 11 days since they've been, well, probably like 14 days since the reworks, but like 11 days since the tunes have really been out. I haven't been able to evaluate King Shark or Bloodsport, any of it. I've only been able to kind of evaluate Stargirl and definitely evaluate Spectre. So usually I say I don't put them on the list, but one of them is on this list because it's kind of obvious. Like, you didn't really need much evaluation in this situation. So yeah, it's kind of obvious that this tune is going to be on the list somewhere. And because of that, Huntress is going to enter the list at number 10 now. That tune changed a lot of things. And as I went down the list, and maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm overcorrecting, but a lot of stuff changed once he hit the game, and a lot of ways of playing changed. Speed is still king. However, a lot of stuff that was a threat before, it just is not a threat now because of him. So Huntress comes in at number 10, largely because of Big Shot. That's her one shot that she can use to kill Spectre, kill Black Flash. However, if you're running Black Flash or Spectre or whatever, and they're not strong enough to finish off those on the other side, if they are 25% health or below, she will proc her A3 and wipe them out, which then procs Spectre, who will then start stunning things, which then also resets Black Flash's cooldown, which means he'll start manipulating turn meter. So the synergy there makes it awesome, but it also has increased her value. Like her value has skyrocketed, in my view, since this new cache of reworks has come in. So Huntress comes in at number 10. You guys are going to be kind of surprised at the people that I'm leaving off. I have and before number 10 was Wonder Woman Coda. Wonder Woman Coda is not on this list anymore. Now, coming in at number 9, her value has dropped since Spectre has entered the game, and that is Barda. Barda was one of the most obnoxious taunters in the game, the best taunter in the game, if you ask my opinion. Trying to double check my list to be sure, but yeah, the best taunter in the game. And now with Spectre, you can just remove all of her taunts and stamina ups and mins in one go and stun her, which then allows you to hit the rest of the team, allows you to hit her as many times as you want without her proccing her A2, or attack the rest of the team, at your leisure. So Barda's value dropped significantly when Spectre entered the game, and I'm not seeing her in PvP anymore. And it sounds so weird to say so much of the power ranking is affected by one tune. However, Black Flash is the same way. Black Flash, when he came in, affected everything and changed everything. So yeah, one tune can shift an entire meta, but not become the meta, apparently. So Barda is down to number 9, the former spot for Starfire. Starfire, not on this list. Now, coming in at number 8. Number 8 was Cheetah, but now, and maybe it's me overreacting or overcorrecting, now number 8 is Terra. I had Terra number 2 last month. I had Barda at number 5. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, I had Barda at number 5 and Terra at number 2. Terra's value dropped off a lot. I have not used her nearly as much. I run into a Harley Quinn every once in a while, but a lot of times I'll just use Spectre instead of Terra. Now, Terra is still the best in terms of debuff, agility ups, can't miss. She's awesome. And honestly, this may not be so much a part of her value dropping, but the value of other tunes escalating. So they're ascending above her, not necessarily that she's fallen off, because she's still incredible. But she can't stay at number 2. And as I just kept going down and down the list, I was like, I can't put her above the ones that I'm putting there already. So at number 8, taking Cheetah's spot is Terra. At number 7, someone who elevated in value is Cheetah. Cheetah's elevated in value simply because she gives you strength ups. That isn't really part of it. The real part of it is the fact that she gives you turn meter boost at the very beginning. Speed has become even more important now that Spectre's been. It feels like another Spectre video. I'm so sorry, but this is the truth. He's affected the whole damn thing, and so the power rankings have to be affected by it. Her speed is even more of a factor because if anybody falls on your side or the other side, and there's a Spectre on the other side, then you're screwed. And so you have to be faster and hopefully be able to take out Spectre before he gets a chance to go nuts. So that means Cheetah's value has escalated. And I'm tempted to put her above the next one, but I can't really reasonably put him any lower. However, he is being severely neutered lately. So that was Cheetah in at number 6. Lex was number 6 last month. She's number 6 this month. Wait, no, number 6? Let me make sure now. Sorry, she's number 7. Lex was number 7. Now she's number 7. Now coming in at number 6. This might cause some problems, but I mean, his values dropped too. Azrael at number 6, his values dropped. All because you don't get scared of those strength ups in the true sight anymore. If you can be faster than him, especially if he's not behind a taunter, forget it. And then also with Stargirl in so far, she hasn't, like I said, I can't really put her in this list just yet because I still need to play with her more, evaluate her more. But she does a pretty damn good job of neutering him as well. Not 100%, but she removes a lot of the strength ups and she keeps him from going nuts like he used to. So I'm sure a lot of you players who have shallower rosters who haven't completed a lot of 70-11 or 60-10 or whatever level you want to stop at, who haven't completed this stuff, are dude, you're insane. This is not for me. Azrael is no longer a factor the way he used to be. I am not terrified of him. I am terrified of Spectre. I'm terrified of Black Flash. Azrael, he can be scary. I still have to account for him. Don't get that part twisted. But he isn't the force he used to be because I can get rid of all his buffs in one go. Or I can get rid of 75% of his buffs with Stargirl. So he's not quite what he used to be. Now, finally, cracking my top 5 is Darkseid. Lead has become so much more important lately because of, you know who? He who shall not be named. I'm going to start calling, you know what? That is, I'm going to call him Voldemort from now. Sorry. He who shall not be named. That's who he is now. Because that's all he's changed the world for the worst. Really. He is an evil presence parading around as a hero. He's changed things. Like in my best Joker voice when he's talking to Batman in that interrogation room. Like, you've changed things. He's changed things. Right? So, especially if he's running on the Darkseid and he gets that A1 twice. Darkseid is already an incredible lead. He becomes even better when you have He Who Shall Not Be Named on the squad. But now lead is even more important, so you get those extra chances. I would say stun would help, but it doesn't help because somebody purchased 2 debuffs every time they get a turn. So he has become more important in terms of like reducing turn meter, putting down Doom, actually having a 75% chance to attack a random enemy after your first go or after your active turn. But yeah, I had to drop him in the top 5 because now lead is so much more important because how you start the battle matters and how you continue on throughout the battle matters a lot. So that being said, next is Lex. Lex is still, and I mean, you can debate, you can switch these 3 in this little trio, Darkseid, Lex, and the next. You can interchange them however you want and say this one's better than the other one. I'm not going to argue that much. I just know all 3 of them should be in the top 5. Lex, turn meter manipulation, heals. It'll help you in terms of survivability. It'll still proc even if he's stunned. Hopefully he's alive. Hopefully he's made it, but he'll still overheal. He'll still manipulate turn meter. Give your team that extra chance to go ahead and take out He Who Shall Not Be Named. Like, God is he has changed so much. This is all this video is about. And I just put out the last video like, yeah, I'm tired of talking about him. But he is the topic du jour. Like, he is everything is centered around making sure that you don't get screwed by that tune. And it's like, it's hard to describe because it's never been a situation in the game quite like this where I'm wanting everyone to survive until he dies. You know what I mean? Like, I need to kill him first. Enemies and allies. Everybody stays alive until I can get rid of that dude, and then we can move forward. So, Lex helps with that because of his turn meter manipulation and giving everyone more turn meter based on just, like, who he is in the game. The heals and the turn meter manipulation are a must. So, at least one of the musts. Now, going on, I guess you guys can figure out who number 2 is or number 3 is based on that. And that is Martian Manhunter. Still, that turn meter manipulation at the very beginning, the 20% turn meter up. When you pair that, because you'll see another Martian Manhunter on the side, when you pair that with the Lady Shiva, when you pair that with the Batwoman, there's one more. Brainiac will just boost everybody. So Brainiac with Martian Manhunter will work. When you do Lady Shiva or Batwoman, they can one-shot Spectre. Ooh, He Who Shall Not Be Named. So having that on your side, especially when Batwoman does it with that turn meter manipulation, be ensure that you go first is awesome. If they're running Cheetah, if they're running Cheetah, or no, if they're running Martian Manhunter, then you can hit under the awareness with Lady Shiva that A2 and then one-shot him as well. So that is that. Now, coming to the top 2, you guys already know who it is. If you saw my verses, you have a clue or more than a clue. Number 2 is Spectre. For obvious reasons, he should not be on this list based on my rules, but I had to make an exception. All of you know why. I don't have to go too much into it because basically all of these power rankings has been me talking about how to deal with him or how he has changed the meta and ruined power rankings, basically. Like, everything has to be centered around dealing with him. And the only reason he's not number one is because Speed is still king. And Black Flash is king. He manipulates turn meter down. He'll do it twice. He'll give you Doom. He'll give himself permanent speed ups. He is still, like, in my versus video, if you have a Black Flash and they only have Spectre, then you're still going to win that. Even though Spectre, he who shall not be named. I'm sorry, I know that gave some of you guys chills. I didn't mean to. I'm from the Muggle world. Like, that name didn't scare me as much as it does now, obviously. So, like, Speed will still settle down. He who shall not be named. All right. So he is still the king of the power rankings. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video there. You will get my top 5 healers later on this week. I promise. But yeah, that's the power ranking for this week. Let me know what you think. Let me know if some stuff is a little bit too crazy. Have I overcorrected in what he was doing? The power rankings from last month, from July: number 10, Wonder Woman Coda; Starfire, Cheetah, Lex, Darkseid. Number 5 was Barda, Martian Manhunter, Ezra, Terra, Black Flash. New lineup, new top 10 for this month, August: Huntress, number 10, Barda, Terra, Cheetah, Darkseid at number 5, Lex, Martian Manhunter, Spectre, Black Flash. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I got wrong. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.